Yes, let's officially reconvene. Hello, everybody. We are reconvening. I would ask people to please sit down, stop talking, think.
Chairperson, our stream is working. There are a number of viewers online. It looks like more viewers online than here in the room today, and that's causing a little bit.
This was a great idea.
It wasn't mine, so congratulations. But so it is causing a little bit of download problems. There's a little bit of lag, sometimes frozen screen. Folks need to hit play again. And the stream is being preserved and will be able to rewatch, but if you're watching it live, you may find that it freezes and needs to be restarted.
Thank you. Okay. We have a motion pending. That was the motion that Invenergy, the applicant, is failed to meet its burden of proving by preponderance of the evidence that the proposed facility is needed to meet the state and/or region's need for energy of the type produced by the proposed facility. All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
We have found that the applicant has failed to prove that the facility is needed. That finding is dispositive of this matter. Failure on that element of its burden of proof disposes of the matter of note, for example, no harm to the environment is justified, so we need not decide if the applicant proved that the facility would not cause unacceptable harm. There's no question that it would cause harm. The act itself assumes that harm will be caused by a new energy facility, which is why the burden is on the applicant to prove that that harm is not unacceptable. There's no question, as I said, that building the facility and operating it would cause harm. Therefore, I move that no further discussion on the elements of proof is necessary. Is there a second?
Second the motion.
Is there a discussion?
Yeah, I think so. I think that we should discuss this. So the Act has specific standards, particularly in Section 11, although there's some others that you referenced, and they all require a positive finding. So in thinking about this, we have a negative finding on need, and since each of those need to be positive, that means that we won't be granting a license. And I think the question is, do you go through the rest of them? I could not find a precedent from this board, but I did look for other precedents in New England from siting boards. And we discussed the Killingly decision here, and that was a decision where under the Connecticut general laws, general statutes, that board found that since the first key criterion, which was public benefit, was not met and need was part of that evaluation, then there was no need to get to the other two criteria under that act. That was in 2017. And then there was a recent decision, actually last year, by the New Hampshire Siting Board about the Northern Pass. And in that case, I believe they had 4 prongs under the statute. And again, their first was on how it affected economic development in the area. I think I have that right. They voted on that, so I think it's a good thing that you put this up forward for a motion. And they concluded that the applicant did not meet their burden in demonstrating that the project would not unduly interfere with the orderly development of the region. And then they voted that there's no need to address the other prongs, stating that since the council couldn't grant the certificate, even if the other 3 prongs were satisfied, there wasn't a compelling reason to go through them. And in thinking this through, I think that is logical. It's what other siting boards have done. Certainly mindful of all the evidence that has been put forward, but I think that having not met one of the key criteria that is essential to getting a license, there really isn't a benefit to going through the rest of them.
Thank you, and again, I appreciate the opportunity to discuss this question. And I believe that given that the finding is that they did not prove that there was a need of this for the region and for the state of this type of energy proposed to be produced, that the rest of the questions that would have followed, if we're going in series and we don't meet the requirement for the first, we simply can't find for the others. So the discussion of those, while it would probably be interesting, and it would probably we could accomplish that, certainly given the amount of time we've invested into this particular case. There is no need at this time since the first point was not proved.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Given, hold on. Given our prior 2 decisions, I move that the application for a license to construct and operate the Clear River Energy Center be denied. Is there discussion?
I need a second.
I
didn't hear a second.
will second the motion.
Is there discussion?
I have nothing further to add right now.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Given that we have denied the application, I move that we adjourn.
Whoa!
Hearing no objections to that motion, we will adjourn by acclamation.
All right. So that's the end of the season. Thanks.